morning, everybody. Earlier this evening, around 11:30, we received multiple 911 calls about a shooting that occurred at the location behind us. What we know at this time is very preliminary, but this building behind us is rented out for certain events. Tonight was a teen night, which was open from 8 to 12, was supposed to be the time period. Some point around 10:45, management made a decision that they were going to close early because there were a number of fights occurring in the club. They started getting the children to exit the club and were in the parking lot. There were 2 armed security guards working this event. At one point, they heard initially what was fireworks. Then they heard gunshots. The security guards moved over to where the gunshots were coming from, saw an individual firing a weapon. Both of them being in fear for their lives at that time, both fired their guns. We have 2 individuals that are deceased in the vehicle, a male and a female. We have not been able to identify them yet. We're still waiting on our search warrant in the medical examiner's office, so we cannot release their information at this time. We will as soon as we get them identified. But currently we're processing the scene and conducting our interviews.
The 2 victims, you said that the 2 security guards, they fired shots. Did their shots kill the 2 victims?
Yes, that's what it appears at this point. They were returning what they felt that they were in fear for their life as there were already gunshots fired.
And the gunshots fired came from the 2 victims inside the car?
It came from somebody in that car. We don't know who at this point, because again, we haven't gotten into that car.
Do you think that then there could be somebody that escaped from that vehicle that could have fired the gun, or are the 2 people that were in the car?
Again, initially, we're not in that car, but it appears that the people that are in the car were the ones firing the weapon.
So the security guards were basically returning fire?
They were in fear for their life, yes.
Is there a name of this teen club that you know of?
They call it the club. It's a storage facility, the building is, so I'm not sure the exact title at this point.
You were calling them children, about what age?
Teens. It was a teen night, so I'm saying teens.
16, young teens?
I don't know. There was approximately 150 to 200 kids here, so most of them were gone by the time that law enforcement arrived.
Are you able to confirm whether the teens inside that vehicle who are now deceased did in fact have a weapon?
Again, we haven't been in that car because we don't have a search warrant yet, so that's something we're going to look for once we're able to get in there to see if there are firearms in that car.
So you don't even know if they're teens?
It's teen night. I don't know the age of the people inside the car.
You said initially they thought it was fireworks.
No, first there were fireworks.
Okay.
And then there were actual gunshots.
And the security guards say they observed someone actually physically firing a weapon out of that car.
Correct.
As opposed to just shooting.
Correct.
Was there some sort of fight or anything that led up to this?
There were some fights occurring inside the club, just physical altercations, so that's why they decided to close early. We don't know, again, what happened in the parking lot as far as why that original firing started.
Someone earlier described the scene kind of as like a riot. Can you talk to the severity of that scene?
I don't know that it was a riot. I know if there was, like I said, 150 to 200 kids, so I'm sure with gunshots going off, people were in a panic and quite a disturbance.
Have you been able to talk to any of the parents of these teenagers?
Not at this point. Again, most of the kids, I say kids again, but most of the people fled before we were here. So we'll be, obviously if anybody has information, we'd ask them to come forward and we'll be following up on that through the morning.
And you said this happened at 11:30, right?
That's the time we received the 911 calls, yes. So shortly there before.
The club was rented out from 8 to 12, but they were shutting it down early.
That was supposed to be the hours that teen night was supposed to occur.
Is there a specific name of the event that was taking place inside the club that you know of?
Not that I know of. They were just calling it the club. All right, guys, thank you. We'll get more information to you as soon as we can.